I have a couple things planned for content today, but I do have some easy content that's gonna go on YouTube right here, right now. If you don't know, I used to be part of the Super Mario Odyssey trick jumping community. As a matter of fact, I am the person who coined the term trick jump. Most people don't know that. I was the first person to post a trick jump compilation. I coined the word trick jump. I am the founder of Super Mario Odyssey trick jumping. This is the Discord for the Super Mario Odyssey trick jumping community. Now, for some reason, all the speedrunners love to make fun of the trick jumpers. Like, trick jumpers get a lot of hate, but these guys, they spend hours, they spend days of their life, years, creating, discovering, perfecting trick jumps. There have been some very unique and interesting trick jumps that exist, and for that reason, I reached out to the Super Mario Odyssey trick jumping community. I asked them, what are 20 trick jumps that you guys want me to show off / react to on stream? And by them, I mean I asked Joni Koff. I don't really know his name. This is their YouTube channel. You should check out the YouTube channel if you want to know more about Super Mario Odyssey trick jumping. Right here. But yeah, they make a bunch of trick jump videos. But what I did is I asked them, like, yo, what are some good trick jumps? And they sent me some. And I put them together in a video. You just hopped on the Discord and took the answer from the first guy who replied. That is not true. I searched around. I was like, guys, who is your representative of trick jumping? And they said Joni Kopp is the representative, and that's the person who I spoke to. I did not just go in the Discord and just first guy, hey, anybody want to tell me what the good trick jumps are? And the first guy was Joni, and I just was like, yeah, that's the pinnacle of trick jumps right there. No, that's not what happened. There's 3 trick jumps that are like super crazy god tier difficulty. All 3 of them I'll show you in this video. This one right here, top step, is one of them. I think it's only been done by one person one time, being this video right here. Assist mode, I would never stoop that low. Most trick jumpers, they trick jump in assist mode, and they also do some other things that are kind of questionable. You guys are gonna see. We're gonna talk about that. Here we go. Top step. He does a vault, up throw into the down throw vault. Now, I don't know if you guys see what he just did. That was pretty insane. Let's rewind it. By him holding left in the air, going at an angle, he's getting maximum distance. It's called vectoring. They vector a lot, which is basically just going at an angle in the air. Let's just keep watching. And then yeah, okay, there. That was top step. I know it doesn't look that hard. It's actually top 3 hardest jumps in all of Super Mario Odyssey, because this is intense gameplay, okay? That took him weeks, months, years to complete that, I think. Early Brunchian, this is really cool. I need to explain a little bit. So as you guys know, there's like the Brunchian jump where they go from here to the mainland. That's only possible in 1.0. Because if you try to do it in 1.3, then there's a massive invisible wall that blocks you from making it to the mainland. It turns out that invisible wall gets activated when you step on this pink part of this platform. So before you step on the pink part of this platform, if you come out of the painting, you're just on the painting, the invisible wall isn't activated. So if you actually jump from the painting, then you can do Brunchian on 1.3 in 2-player. So he's this 2-player, and then they do the 2-player jump. And then, so something that you'll notice that trick jumpers do a lot, they pause. They pause the game either by pressing the plus button or by going into snapshot mode. Now, some of the trick jumps you'll see later, they do that a lot, and there's been a lot of controversy in this trick jumping community. People have gotten in big fights over this. People have gotten DDoSed over this. If it's okay and acceptable to go into snapshot mode and pause the game to try to, you know, slow down the trick jumps to make it more difficult. I don't know if they actually DDoS people. I made that up. I don't fucking know if they DDoS people. Please don't think they DDoS. They probably don't. I mean, there can be kind of toxic sometimes. I don't know if they're DDoSing people. But there's a lot of controversy is what I'm trying to say. Okay, Johnny did this one player god. For the longest time, this could be done in 2-player. We didn't know this could be done in 1-player. The great thing about this clip is you can hear Johnny's reaction. So listen to his reaction. It's actually legendary. I'll turn it up a little bit. proved it! I proved it! Oh my god, it's proven! It's proven! Let's go! Let's go! Oh my god, it's proven! It's proven! As you guys see, they take trick jumping very seriously, and it's something that should be taken seriously because trick jumping takes way more skill and dedication than speedrunning. I'm pretty sure Johnny's the only person that's done this jump. Like, you literally need to pretty much do everything absolutely perfectly. You need the perfect triple jump, okay? Right at the very peak of your triple jump, you need to throw Cappy, delay cap stall for the perfect amount of time to get maximum height from jumping off Cappy, go up, look away from the wall when you throw Cappy back into the wall, wall jump instantly, come out, throw Cappy away from the wall, and then dive, and then get an up warp. As you see right here, he's actually kind of below it. There's this thing in trick jumping called up warps, where basically you just get really lucky and you kind of like warp up on the platform for some reason. They don't know why it happens. It's just random, and he pretty much up warped, and he made it. What? I proved it! I proved it! Yeah, and we'll just skip forward. Okay, so that was one player god. This is two player lake god. With two player shots, we'll see right here, you can actually gain a tiny bit more height than you can in one player. Simply from, you know, doing everything, and then right when you're at the top of your dive at the end, you can use Cappy to pretty much bonk you backwards, and you gain like a couple more pixels of height. So there's some jumps that you can do vertically that are only possible in two player. This is one of them, and the one player god jump I just showed you, we thought was only possible in two player, but it turns out you can barely do it in one player. So as you guys know, Snowdram, somebody tried to figure out, is it possible to do it from the back pipe of Snowdram? And it turns out it is, with a bunch of crazy movement. You can actually go back pipe, make Snowdram. This is pretty nuts when you think about it, dude. Because, like, you look at the game right now. You're on the Odyssey. Does it really look possible to make it from the Odyssey to this green platform over here? Well, it turns out it is. But you look at this. It's like you show somebody from SM64 that there's going to be a Mario game where they're going to be able to just, with pure platforming alone, make it from the Odyssey to this green roof. Like, they wouldn't believe you. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. Bowser Jam, pretty cool. Okay, this is a two-player jump. Vertical jump in darker side. You pretty much need to do all the movement perfect. But it's cool you can do that. I remember when I first played darker side, I tried to see if I can make that jump, like with Cappy, without the frog, and I couldn't do it. I wasn't even close, but you can actually do it. Have I done any of these jumps? No, these jumps are way too hard for me. I don't know if you guys remember, a long time ago, there was that Sand Kingdom God jump. What was it called? This platform right here, up onto this ledge, in any percent, there's this ice spike, so you can do it. There was this, like, idea that, hey, is it possible to make it from here up on top of this arch? And yeah, it was called God Jump. This happened like 2 years ago, and it became like the trick jump in all of Odyssey. And this thing was so hard, I never even got close. This shit's impossible. With the current rating of trick jumps, this God Jump is only a 9 out of 10. Like, there are way more jumps that are full on 10 out of 10s. This is only 9 out of 10, and this shit, like, puzzled people. People spent months doing this. I remember Chaos Pringle tried to do this for the longest time, failed miserably. That's besides the point. But yeah, just to give you an idea of how hard these jumps are. Elites are all above 10 out of 10, exactly. Elites are all above 10 out of 10. Not all of the ones I'm showing you are elites, but I'd say like 15 of them are. I don't think this is an elite. This is like a 7 out of 10. But this is a cool one that Johnny wanted me to show off. Because I think it's 2-player. That's why. I wanted to show me some cool 2-player ones. There are harder jumps than 10 out of 10? What, really? I know there's like different tiers of 10 out of 10 jumps. Okay, this is a 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10 jump. Proven by Mr. Weege. Pretty insane. You need a vector in the air and get everything perfectly. That's way harder than it looks. You kind of get an up warp at the end too. Orbital gap, I think this is a 10 out of 10. Elites are basically 11 out of 10 to like 30 out of 10. Oh, that's an insanity. Really? Okay, yeah, there's so many different levels. I don't know all the levels off the top of my head, but there's like Insanity Elite, God Elite. Mummy Throw is far harder than a 10 out of 10. Okay, Mummy Throw, the one that we just showed you, is way harder than 10 out of 10. Panbro Bypass is really cool. Proven and founded by Johnny. I don't know why the volume keeps changing. Okay, look at this, chat. So this is an example of him spamming snapshot mode. So as you can see, you can actually jump off platforms when you're very far off of them. Right here, he is very far off the platform, yet he's still able to jump from here. Does he get an up warp? Yeah, he gets an up warp, 100%. So that's a really good example of an up warp to show you how hard that jump is. Poison FRS, I actually did an entire challenge video where I did this backwards, where I went from here to here, which is easier because you have more height. But it's actually possible to do this forwards. And make this jump, which is pretty cool. Okay, this is, all right, like, remember I was talking about how there's 3 jumps that are, like, God tier? This is the second God tier jump of this video. It is top 3 hardest jumps in all of Super Mario Odyssey. It's absolutely ridiculous. I can't even exaggerate or explain how difficult this jump is. He jumps literally when he's not even on the platform anymore using pause buffering, snapshot pause buffering. Vectors everything perfectly in the air and barely makes it. So that was one of the top 3. Rocket fly, this is cool. Doesn't look possible at all, but it is. Like, I don't know how. Oh, no, this is a 2-part jump. Yeah, that's how he does it. He captures the rocket. Similar to the Brunchin one. Rooftop roundabout. Again, more pause buffering. Like, you're literally so far off the platform and you're able to jump off of it. Doesn't make any sense. Vault City Reacher. Oh. So they're pause buffering there to rainbow spin at the perfect time. And yeah, up warp, as you can see. Okay, this is crazy. True Mooncave Vertical. 2-player mode. Action, shenanigans. Similar to 2-player Lunch God. Only possible in 2-player mode. Okay, this right here, True Spike Diver. I think there's one more after this. This is, again, remember how I said there's 3 God jumps that are way harder than every other jump in the game? This is the third one of the video. The third one of all of Super Mario Odyssey. This jump is absurdly difficult. It's top 3 hardest. I think people were telling me that this might be the hardest jump in the game. Is that true, Johnny? It was for some time? Okay. For a long time, this was considered the hardest jump in the entire game. So, this thing's crazy. Right here, just so you know, it looks a little bit easier because it looks like he has room. This hitbox for this yellow thing comes out like all the way right here. So you need to literally you have to land really far to the left of it. So it's way harder than it looks, but yeah. And then True or Danger sign. I had a challenge I did a long time ago where I tried to make this, but you can actually make this without the bird, which is pretty dope. That's actually useful for captureless. But yeah, that's it. 20 very unique, interesting, and difficult trick jumps. I'm curious how many hours of tries piled up into one video. I can't even imagine. Maybe in like 2 years, I will return and see what they have in store for difficult jumps then. There's a lot of jumps that are theorized to be possible but haven't been proven, so I'm sure that some of those one day will be proven. But as of now, these are some of the coolest / most interesting trick jumps in the game. I should try some of these. I mean, why? Why should I try some of these? I'm not going to get them. In 2 years, these jumps will be free. Oh my, you guys don't understand how hard these are. Like 14 to 15 of the jumps I just showed are 10 out of 10s. Even higher than 10 out of 10s. I was trying to do the God jump in Sand Kingdom 2 years ago when I was actually good at the game. That was a 9 out of 10, and I never even got close. So if I never got close when I was at my peak condition playing this game, how the hell am I going to get even half of the way there to a 10 out of 10 jump? Explain that to me. It's not possible. There's no point in trying. There's better things I could do at my time. You know, it's like I might as well just like speedrun Odyssey again and get good at speedrunning.